I believe we have thought that moments like this, photographed year after year by his child's mind, would mean more to him in manhood than the sleep he was losing. He told me it would, in his own way, one night when he was about 3.5. He and his mother had arrived earlier that day, and he sat with me in the dark living room for some time, silently. Together, we watched the moon and the water and all the night sky. And then he whispered, "I'm glad we came."
That combination of being, basically the idea that you don't hand a loaded gun to a 3-year-old. And that was sort of what he saw the situation of the nations of the world, especially in the state they were in, starting to build nuclear weapons. And how many nuclear weapons does America have today? We have a lot more, but we made a deal with Russia, and Russia got rid of a lot of theirs, and we got rid of a lot of theirs, so that supposedly we're all even. We only have about 1,600, I think it's 1,600 each. Yeah, I gotta have at least 1 or 2, just in case, you know, there's a blackout and we need extra light.
I have a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 9-year-old. That's not something that my wife and I are interested in having them use at that age. There are, of course, going to be some critical controls. All the new software development happening on the iPhone, for example, it's going to be vetted for a software development kit. We're also going to be very careful to make sure people are aware of what they're using their device for. Listen, I'm an optimist. I want people.
Introduce myself. My name is Mary Harris Jones, or as my boys like to call me, Letter Jones. Looking back to my early 20s, I remember singing. When I came along, all America had caught the baseball fever. However, men like the baseball promoter A.G. Spalding believe.
Well, I knew if the press found out about that, they would question my ability to get the job done, or worse, they might question the president-elect's wisdom in appointing a woman in the first place.
We don't want Eleanor either. Mr. Farley was so afraid that anything I said would get Franklin into trouble. Well, I don't suppose I would have written an autobiography if I hadn't been sitting on my thumbs. This is my story. And I don't suppose I would have gotten this upcoming speaking tour if it hadn't been for the book. Oh, no, the book only covers my childhood and marriage up to 1921. Well, yes, Elizabeth, you understand. I want to speak about the issues of today, not the past. But I suppose you're right. Once I'm up speaking, I won't be able to help myself.
The amount that he was allowed to regress and hold back the United States with his power that he had is truly disgusting. And
I was fortunate enough to have parents to, help pay for my school, and I had to work. The elected system had worked. I was not surprised that we lost in 1948. Dewey had felt that not campaigning was a good idea. And we were limited in what we could say. He really